is up, my Aqua gang? Okay, welcome back to another video. We are doing it again, okay? And we are here because I don't know if you guys can feel it. I feel like a lot of you can, and I feel like a lot of you need to know that this is the energy that is coming your way. We're gonna first start off by saging this damn energy because we want to block out any negative energy. We want to block out any haters. We want to block out any terrible prayers and bad karma, because it ain't for us, right? We just want to make sure that we got to do what we got to do, right? So I want y'all to take this in, give yourself some time to do a deep breath and release the fuck out of that energy, okay? If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are not new, welcome back. You already know the drill, and if you don't, take what resonates and leave what does not for whoever the hell it does belong to, okay? Already, I have pulled 3 cards in favor of your first spread, okay? Amazing things are happening. Yesterday, I feel like we talked about you guys getting into your power, understanding how much control and power you actually have and how things are about to change. This is when the change happens, right? The change is happening in a way where things are slowly being removed from your current state to transitioning into something that you've been asking for a while. So you have the Knight of Cups, you have the Temperance, and you have the Queen of Cups. The amazing thing about this is you have the Knight of Cups and you also have the Queen of Cups. So there's definitely love coming in here, right? There's a sense of balance, and the Temperance is all about balance, right? It's all about being able to create this space in your life where things are not rushed, okay? You have goals, but you aren't rushing yourself to accomplish these goals. You already have this notion in knowing that things are working out because they're supposed to. With the Knight of Cups, this is specifically, not gender specific, but specifically in regard to someone who is coming into your life to balance out what you haven't had, right? The last situation that you were in for a lot of you was very ridiculous, and I'm gonna keep it a buck, right? The situation felt like there was no balance, right? You couldn't get through to somebody. There was always this back and forth, and it was just no communication whatsoever. With the Knight of Cups, this is someone who has understanding, okay? I feel like you receive a lot of support from a specific person, right? If not just one person, you receive a lot of support from people that just understand where you're going, right? The past is something that you definitely are, at this moment, I think, forgiving and understanding, like, things happen, it is what it is. I now have to move forward. With this Temperance, you balance out that energy between, okay, not everybody is the same. I can actually let someone in. I actually feel like this is a genuine connection. And with the Queen of Cups is being more into your loving state, right? I feel like I'm talking to a lot of ladies, and I know I have my men in here, and there's nothing wrong with my men being tapped in to their softer side. But to whoever I'm speaking to, that's exactly what I feel. I feel like for whatever reason with this person, it just feels really natural. It feels like, you know what? It's a little well, it's a lot of flirtation going on, but I do feel like it's something that you don't have to think hard about, right? You don't really have to think about the connection that you both have. It comes into play. You have Love Call showing up at the bottom of the deck, which is amazing. So I do feel, for clarity, this is someone who may have had a crush on you for a minute, right? But for a lot of you, this is someone who kinda thought that they were going to play this game. I think someone here realizes that they actually want you to be that person in their life, right? Like their person. And it's like a wake-up call for them. You're going through a wake-up call when it comes down to loving yourself and making things happen and accomplishing goals. I do want to say, as you guys are going through this transformation and actually accomplishing things, you are pissing people off in the process. And you are pissing people off due to the fact that you just aren't giving certain people the time and energy that you normally would, right? Like, typically you'll play around, you'll have a little conversation with somebody here and there, but like, you're not responding at all. I can really feel like you guys are in your I'm not responding D&D stage, right? F and F, fuck nigga free. It just is what it is, you know what I'm saying? And there is nothing wrong with that, but people are starting to realize that you are good without them. I think a lot of you have tried giving someone that message and it just wasn't clear, and somebody kind of took it as a joke, like, yeah, right, like, you know, Aqua is gonna need me, or Aqua is eventually gonna stick around because of this, and Aqua ain't going nowhere. It's kind of like, no, baby, I have plans, okay? I have things to do. Courtesy. I do feel like a lot of you gave someone the benefit of the doubt, right? You were being polite in the situation. For a lot of you, this was you kind of stepping outside of your comfort zone and giving someone a little bit, giving someone too much attention, right? Like you were probably hoping that something transpired and they just kept tiptoeing and tiptoeing and tiptoeing, and it just felt like they was playing on your time, right? I feel like, you know, you were very thoughtful when it came to this person, and now that you were moving on and you're doing what you need to do for you, not showing them any attention and stepping back, this person is coming in to be like, hold up, what are you doing? I don't like the silence. I don't like the not texting. I don't like you not checking in. Like, this person is like, oh, you really moving on, and you moving on without me, right? But I do feel like this is something that this person needed to understand is regardless, Aqua's going to be good. Regardless, I'm going to have what I want to have, whether you get it together or not. You know what I'm saying? You do have ecstasy coming through, right? Bliss, yielding. Someone here fantasizes about you a lot. And I do feel like from time to time, you could be the person that, you know, thinks about what a relationship could actually be like with a specific person. I think a lot of you are just in this space of daydreaming about your actual goals and your dreams and how that's going to look in your reality. One thing that you guys need to understand, my left ear is ringing. I feel like there is a male that could be possibly thinking about someone here or talking about you in this moment. But with all of these butterflies that show up, the transformation is like almost never ending, right? I feel like you continue to elevate as you reach this goal. You get to that goal and you get to the next step. Like, it's thing after thing after thing after thing taking place. And it's like someone here manifested this lifestyle. Someone here manifested being busy and a boss. And I'm here to tell you, you know what I'm saying? Owning your own business, entrepreneur, because I'm talking to someone here who has the ability of really tapping into boss mode, right? This is someone who has had an idea that is finally in effect, and you are busy. It's going to require a 20, you know what I'm saying, 25/8 situation, not 24/7. Like, you're going to have to be up and dedicated and applying yourself to your business all the time. With that being said, everything that is happening in your favor. You've asked for this. You've asked for the lifestyle of being able to not have to check in or clock into someone else's, punch into someone else's time, right? Not working for someone else. You want to be your own boss. Now you got it. So here's how it's going to happen. Thirst, obsession, compulsion. Someone definitely wanted you to be very, very obsessed with them. I think a lot of you spent a lot of time, you know, craving answers for a situation that you were already in. And I think that for a lot of you, this is what held you back for the longest, right? You were too dedicated to a person that wasn't dedicated to you. You were too invested into a person that wasn't invested into you. You really both didn't share anything, right? Like, you guys didn't have the same interests. I think in the beginning, it may have seemed like that. I think that someone here talked a very big game. Someone here was, you know, given promises that, you know, that person couldn't keep. Someone fed you lies and made you feel like, you know what, I'm just going to tell Aqua this in order to keep them to stay for the moment. But as soon as things got good for them, they bounced and left you high and dry. I have downloads. So the way that this is coming out to me, I'm sorry. I know it seems all over the place, but this is just how it's coming out, right? There was someone who wanted you to crave their energy, someone who wanted you to be codependent, someone who wanted you to need them, right? And now that you are moving into a direction where you have to dedicate this time to yourself, the roles have reversed, right? And interchangeable, it could still be that way, but I do feel like a lot of you are going to encounter a person who is in need of you. They are not willing to move forward unless they know that they have you still, okay? You wanted to flip. Why didn't you? Pray, invaded, watch, stalked. Oh, of course. Okay. As you progress, Aqua, let me tell you something. We have redemption. Okay. Forgiving. Yeah. Someone here is looking for they're looking for you to say that you forgive them, right? Someone is hoping and wishing that you'll take them back. as you are progressing and as you are moving forward in this path, your purpose, because a lot of you are just really stepping into y'all's purpose. So a lot of y'all are like, you know what, I'm getting rid of this, I'm getting rid of that, I'm getting rid of her, getting rid of him. Like, it is what it is. I'm cool all by myself. That's great. You have people watching, and you guys have people that are praying that things don't work out for you. In order for you to keep the balance that you have, or the balance that you are looking for, you have to know how to block these energies. So the power in, blocking, I'm gonna say it like that. The power in blocking is real, right? Because it's like, you don't really have to answer anybody. You don't have to pick up the phone. You don't have to go and have a conversation or pick this person up because they've gotten stranded, or you don't have to give this person money because they're behind on their bills. Like, you don't have to do these things because that's what that person is doing in order to keep you in their life, right? This person is gaslighting you or making you feel bad because of the situations that they have placed on themselves. People, regardless, are always going to be watching. You have someone specifically, it came to me, has an ex who is literally watching your every move. This person could be popping up on a fake page for your social media. Family members of this person could be popping in and out just to kind of see whether or not they can pick up on anything that you are doing, where you're at, who you're with, if you're dating. Someone here just really wants to know how your life is going without them. At the end of the day, I do feel like for those of you who are dating, right? Because I do have some married couples here where I think your partner is looking to do a lot more in order to satisfy you and keep you happy, because for whatever reason they can feel this distance, this change. But for a lot of you, for my singles, right, you getting into your purpose, you look good, right? All of you look good, but at the end of the day, you look good. And I feel like there are going to be people who try to interfere with that. Now, you have to be able to have discernment and be able to decipher, okay, who is genuinely here for me and who is here to just get on my goddamn nerves. The test and the X is real, and we're going to talk about that more in a different video. But I do feel like a lot of you are going to have to be very, very strong and have tough skin when it comes to someone coming back into your life. This is specifically a test, okay? This is a test as to whether or not you revert back to what's comfortable and you revert back to putting someone else before you. The ex is going to come through and say they miss you. The ex is going to come through and say, they want to work things out. They finally understand your connection. They were wrong. They get it, baby, right? Fool me once, shame on you. But fool me twice, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? You guys have to be able to really decipher whether or not you feel somebody has put the deserve title on it, right? Does this person deserve to be back in my life? Has this person passed my test to be back into my life? Like, it's gonna be really, really difficult to decipher, but a lot of you are gonna have to work through it. Okay, I do want to go ahead and tap into what it is that you have going on in this current situation. A lot of you, seduction, okay, wow. Attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference. Okay, so for a lot of you, you could be in a relationship right now, and this person that comes in with this understanding, this charming sense, this ability to kind of be like, what you want, what you need, I got you, don't matter what it is, just tell me and I'm gonna make it happen. You're going to be very, very tempted, right? And I do not support, stepping out unless you really feel it's supposed to happen. But there's someone who is so sexually attracted to you, it doesn't make any sense. I do feel like someone comes in and just, sweeps you off your goddamn feet. They're, not gender specific, but there is someone here who just has this mesmerizing effect to them, right? It's something about the way they look. It's something about their eyes. It's something about their aura. It's something about their vibe. And I really do feel like for a lot of you, this could be very, very tempting. Now, for those of you who are just like, I have the freedom to actually do what I want to do, I do feel like dating, you come across a person who just makes you feel like this every single time. I feel like this person just grabs a hold of a different part of your soul. I hate to say it like that, but I love to say it like that at the same time. This is a person who makes you feel seen. This is a person who wants you to get you away and get you out of whatever traumatizing state you've been in, right? They can see that you've been hurt. They can see the pain. They can actually feel this, right? This is an empath. But I feel a connection that comes through that is something that just cannot be, put to the side. Like, it's hard to not notice. Yeah, that's crazy. We're gonna go ahead and dive a little deeper as to who this could be or what this energy is in regard to, because I feel like this person comes in hella strong. A lot of you don't even know off the bat that this person is actually courting you, right? I feel like this is someone who is studying you. This is a person who is like, you know what, I'm not about to play games with you, Aqua. I've been wanting you for a really long time. They're shooting their shot and they're not missing. Regardless, this is a person who manifested you. And for a lot of you, I do feel like this is a person that you've actually manifested, right? This could be, I have Sagittarius energy coming out. Okay, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Show off. One who promises much but does not deliver. So I do feel like Sagittarius energy coming through again in inspiration. Okay, so you're dealing with a person who is not about the games. You're dealing with a person who has too much passion to be played with, let alone to play with anybody, right? This is a person who is coming in with a lot of inspiration to the ideas that you have. So I see you both being very good business partners. I do find that you find a new passion with this person. You have the Ace of Wands coming through. I have Aries and Leo energy coming through as well. But, right? Together, you guys are great when it comes to business. When it comes to balancing out business in a relationship, this could be very tricky because of how much passion you both endure, right? With this Knight of Wands energy and Ace of Wands energy, this is just a balance of, okay, you know, I'm air, you're fire. There's a lot like, do I want to fuel the fire? Okay, are you trying to put out my air? Like, what's happening, right? So there's gonna be this effect of feeling like this person is coming in to take your shine, but at the end of the day, this person is really looking to learn from you. Sounds all over the place, but I do feel like at some point this person wants to be chased, right? This person wants to know that you actually do feel the way that they think you feel. So there's a connection here that is unbearable. I just feel that you're very headstrong and whoever this person is very headstrong. So there could be this overthinking state of being where you both are always thinking about whether or not something is going to go wrong instead of just allowing things to flow. You have the Empress coming out with the number 3. I have Taurus energy showing up with, yes, okay, pregnancy, fertility, someone who can actually see a family with you. For a lot of you, you guys do have children. Okay, I think that someone here loves the ability of your nurturing effect, right? The fact that you just make things sound calm. I feel like a lot of you have this ability to kind of, what is the word that I'm looking for? You have the ability to just calm a situation, right? It's like this person finds peace when talking to you or being around you. I think that, you know, there's a lot of ratchet energy taking place. And I think one thing that most people need to understand is at the end of the day, people want peace, right? Ratchet is, you know, fun from time to time. You know what I'm saying? We could turn up, but this person isn't looking to turn up all the time. And I think that a lot of you are also in this space of like, okay, I want someone who wants to make money. I want someone who wants to, you know, build a family, someone who's interested in traveling, someone who's interested in really experiencing life and not letting that shit go by and forgetting half the time because the motherfucker is drunk. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow, so much energy coming through. You have clarity. Okay, you have Cancer energy showing up. I have air energy, and then I have Leo showing back up with the Temperance. Okay, and you guys also have the Lovers in reverse. So you're definitely getting out of this place where trust hasn't been the easiest thing. It's not easy to trust, right? I think that you've gained this understanding of trusting yourself and trusting your capability of making things happen. But for whatever reason, when it comes to love, it just has not been easy. It just can't be a thing where you are giving the benefit of the doubt anymore. I think at some point, now that you've set boundaries, or for those of you that are setting boundaries, you are sticking to it. And it's like whoever comes into your life at this point is going to have to either come with these qualities or it's just not for you, right? You've gone through the motions of not having that communication. Now you need it. Yeah, you went through a very conflicting situation in your recent past. You know what I'm saying? There was no compromising. It was always a struggle. You guys couldn't reach agreements. And then you transition into understanding, you know what, this situation just isn't for me. So now it's a breakthrough, having the ability to concentrate and actually bring in what it is that you deserve. Okay, new plans, new ideas, victory, success, mental clarity, okay, realizing the truth and enforcing your vision. So a lot of you are just like, you know what? I don't even need to be in a relationship right now. If it has nothing to do with my business or my personal health, like it has nothing to do with anything, like I'm moving on. But with this temperance, okay, we have Sagittarius and Gemini energy coming through again. Balance, peace, patience, moderation, inner calm perspective, okay? Changing the way that you view things is very important at this time, okay? I know you're probably going to hear it all over the place, but we do have Pluto coming into effect for Aquarius. So what that means is this is going to be a time where things really start to give you a preview of what you've been asking for. So if you've asked for that entrepreneur lifestyle, you know, having a lot of shipments, okay, having a lot of clients, just having a lot of interaction with your business, you're about to get a preview as to what that shit looks like. And it's going to be a test as to whether or not you can actually take the heat. It's, you know, it's good when you have somebody who is pouring into your cup and you're able to pour into theirs and there's this balance. I do see that coming in for a lot of you. If you look at this card, you can definitely see that there is someone pouring into your cup, right? It's like being closely connected with someone who really understands where you're coming from. And if they don't completely understand, they have a good idea. So I do feel like a lot of you will be traveling. This is a real good time to travel for a lot of you. I feel like a lot of you have been thinking about this move for a really long time. Finally making the step in the adjustment. Not worrying about financials is important. I mean, if it's supposed to happen, it's going to happen regardless. You know what I'm saying? So putting this pressure on yourself as to, oh, I'm not going to have enough money. Am I going to have enough money? Like, you keep bouncing back to not doing what feels right. Okay. And we just can't have that happen. You have the Six of Pentacles coming up at the bottom of your deck. And I do want to let you know, this is about giving and receiving in a flow, right? Gaining a lot of prosperity. This says giving and receiving are in divine balance. Creating a harmonious flow. Generosity fills your soul as you realize sharing your wealth with others is much more fulfilling than keeping it for yourself. You may feel inclined to donate charity, give back to the community, or loan money to a loved one, trusting that you have more than enough to give. Investing in another person or organization is also investing in your beliefs in the future you want to live. So what I will say is that's all fine and dandy, right? It's good to give when you have it to give. But what I want to say is you want to make sure that you are setting yourself up for success, right? I feel like a lot of you are giving naturally. Whether you are giving to charity or not, you've given to people. You've been able to help people even when you really didn't have it. I do think that it is far more important to make sure that you are comfortable with what you were given. I do feel that in your most recent situations, when it comes to family, when it came to a love relationship, you know, a love connect, you were giving to someone who wasn't pouring into your cup at all. The energy of this new love is going to be tricky because you're not going to really know that you're pushing this person in a direction of, okay, do I really stick around with Aqua? Do they want me around? Because of how you've been comfortable in the last situation. You may not have liked the last situation, but it was something that you were going through for such a long time. You didn't realize that you picked up on a certain behavior. So this new person that comes in willing to do things for you, you know, willing to have you really sit back and just endure a different portion of life, it's going to fuck you up a little bit. It's going to have you feeling uncomfortable, and it's going to make you think, okay, what does this person really want? When all that person is doing is really just showing you that this is how they were, you know, raised to treat somebody. This is how they just want to interact when it comes to a new love, a new connection, a new relationship. So I do feel like finances change for a lot of you. And I do think whoever is coming into your life is able to see or able to teach you to see that you can actually compromise having a good time without having to spend so much money, right? Things look really, really good for you. And I feel like at the end of the day, you guys have amazing things that are just coming in, right? It's like we have dates showing up, okay? We have dates showing up. Don't be afraid to date. Some of you are looking to get back out there. Some of you have someone who wants to actually show you what a real date is supposed to look like, okay? Not going back, okay? Setting a date, setting a plan. So if you are, you know, moving forward in something, whether that's in a relationship or moving, I feel like a lot of you need to become more clear as to when this is happening, right? If you are moving, set a date in your mind and stay focused on that date. Don't worry about whether or not it's going to happen. All you need to know is that your intention is to start something new, create something new, and be somewhere new. Your intention is set on not being where you currently are. I do feel like a lot of you are currently in a position or a place where you just don't feel comfortable. You don't feel welcomed. And some of you are just burnt out by the fact that you've been there for so long, right? You just need a new experience and a new adventure. A lot of you are going to possibly meet whoever these new people are that inspire you and encourage you and actually support you once you get to your new location, your new destination, right? You get in tune with people that align with what you have going on. It looks really, really good. I want to know what it is that we have as an obstacle right now for my Aquarius, because I do feel like we need to know how to clarify this obstacle and get around it. Some of you are afraid of making this move. I can feel, okay, we have girl talk. A lot of you are definitely afraid of making this move. If you haven't been spending time with friends, I think that you need to live in the moment. I do feel like a lot of you need to get in tune with getting out more. That is definitely an obstacle, right? It's very hard to say, okay, I can actually take time for me and I can actually have fun. For those of you that are newly single, you know what I'm saying? This could be a little uncomfortable considering you've been around or been with the person for X amount of time. And it's like, okay, how do I even date? How do I even meet people, right? This shit is going to come naturally, okay? Somebody is going to definitely be asking someone here to step out, have lunch, go for coffee, okay? Your lesson through this all is, you know, even though you're going through heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, you get over it. I feel like, you know, certain things have to end in order for amazing things to begin. And that's where we have the dragonfly coming through. You know what I'm saying? So it says, be lighthearted, finding out things coming to light, adapting to change and healing. You got to give yourself time to heal. So with that being said, a lot of you are going to recognize that, again, things have to end in order to begin, right? We have yin and yang, we have balance, we have coupling, complementing each other. Love comes through at the bottom of the deck again, just clarifying that once you get into this place where you can actually let go of the past and you can actually let go of the things that did not serve you well, things start to make sense. You start to interact with people, again, who understand you, who understand the process and where you're going. And it all just feels more aligned with your purpose. Your life purpose is to make sure that you are being your best at whatever it is that you want to do, right? So I feel like you need to recognize if it doesn't feel like something you really love, it may not be something that you dedicate time to, right? Getting out of that job that you are currently in is very prominent. There is going to be a career change. So a lot of you are going to have to, like I said, dedicate more time to your business. And working both jobs just may not work out, right? There's something that is just going to be a lot more beneficial than what it is you have currently. I have greed, being underpaid, clarification, right? You realize that you are making more at some point doing what it is you love to do rather than what it is that you've just been doing for a while. I want to say I love this reading and it really felt all over the place, but I do feel like a lot of you are really stepping into your purpose and this shit looks amazing. All you have to do is keep your eye on the prize and things are going to align. The future looks amazing. The future looks like luxury, honey, okay? I just seen fur coat, right? Like somebody's tapping into their fucking Great Gatsby, if you ask me. But it looks really good. You get out of a space of going through all of the emotions that you've gone through over the past few years, trying to gain understanding, clarity, and you finally get it. It's just a matter of what you do now that you have the formula to move forward. So if you are, again, new to my channel, even if you are not, if you are looking to do a personal reading, you are more than welcome to hit me up on my Instagram. I do video readings, so that way you know that you are connecting personally with me, considering we do have scammers and whack-ass people in this world. With that being said, what else did I want to tell you? Oh, I am going to be prepping myself because April is on the way. So I'm going to be doing a video every single day in April. It's going to be Veda video every single day. And we're going to just get down to the nitty gritty. It's going to be more of like the horoscope reading. So we're going to talk more about the in-depth energy that is going on, especially when it comes down to this retrograde that we are getting ready to enter on the 21st of April. So in a minute, we are going to be going through the pre-shadow phases, which a lot of times could be that phase where we are running into weird ass shit. We're running into weird people. People are changing how they would typically act, and things just feel a little weird. So I want to be sure that I am helping you all prep through this moment and, you know, just kind of guide you guys in a better direction as to how we can get through this retrograde without having so much chaos take place and more of a lesson being learned. So make sure that you guys hit me. If you guys would like to contribute to the channel, you guys are more than welcome to hit that thanks button at the bottom of the video. That contributes to the channel just to show your support. But more than anything, I just appreciate the thumbs ups, okay? It really does help to circulate these readings to not only just other Aquarius, but people who feel, you know, connected to the video and the energy that we have to offer as a community. I wouldn't be able to do this if it wasn't for you all. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. I will be back with another video. I'm having downloads on a consistent basis, and I'm like, I feel like I gotta get it all out. But we'll be back for sure with another video. I love you all, and stay tapping into your purpose. In the comments, I do want to see purpose. So I'll see you on the next video.